And today we're going to talk about quantifiers. We're going to answer a few questions related to what quantifiers are and which of these quantifiers can be used with countable nouns, uncountable nouns, and of course which of them can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. So let's take a look at what quantifiers are. Let's try to define them. Quantifier is a word or a phrase which is used before a noun, and it describes and shows the amount of it that is being considered and described. You must have heard of the words like some, many, a lot of, a little, a few. These are only some of the examples of quantifiers. Let's see which quantifiers we use only with countable nouns. As you can see, there is the quantifier few, a couple of, several, many, most, and all. And as you can see, apples as countable noun is used in plural. And let's take a look at the difference between few and a few, for example. If you use few, in this case apples, you refer to a very small number of apples, which is not sufficient, not enough. A few apples, on the other hand, refer to a positive number of apples, which is enough, and the synonym is several apples, also given here on this page. A couple of apples, refers to number two, many, a big number, most refers to majority, and all apples refers to the total number of apples in this case. As for uncountable nouns, as you can see, we have little and a little. So taking the description from the previous slide, we can also say that little refers to a very small quantity, the quantity which is not enough. So if you say there is very little water, or there is little water in this glass, you refer to a very small quantity which is not sufficient. On the other hand, a little refers to a small quantity still, but enough or sufficient. So a little water, there is a little water, or there is a bit of water in this glass. Much water refers to a big amount of water, and it can also be used as many in negative sentences. So there isn't much water in this glass, for example. If we want to take a look at the quantifiers which we use with both countable and uncountable nouns, we will see that there are a lot of quantifiers used in this case. So we can use some apples or some water, enough apples or enough water, a lot of apples, lots of apples, plenty of apples, or a lot of water, lots of water, or plenty of water. Most of the apples and all of the apples, most of the water and all the water. The next slide actually refers to one of the assignments that I gave you, and that is related to the use of quantifiers in English language. So here on the left you have the text where you needed to find all the quantifiers, and on the right you have the key. And I really hope that you did this exercise correctly. Thank you again for listening.